What's up guys, my name is SnyperSama, but you can call me Sniper. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, once again, we have Monster Hunter Stories 3, Twisted Reflection. Today, we are going to be showcasing the map. Now, I understand most people are probably like, Sniper, why in the world are you talking about the map? Well, truth be told, there's a lot more information and a lot more things that you need to know about the world, and the map is a wonderful way to tell you all of it. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, let's go ahead and get into load game here. Load up my save file. Got my Brachydios armor on and my young Garuga longsword. Super nice. Really enjoyed beating both of those. I got very close during the demo when you were only level 10, but I was not able to do it. We had to wait until we were a little bit higher. Okay, now, this is the map. Here's what you need to know. Okay, not only are you able to see all of these caves, but you are able to see different interactions on the map. Okay, map is as follows. You've got your character, your player. You've got your Monstie as the blue arrow, your rangers, your felines, all these different people that you can interact with. But most importantly, you have your caves and your catavan system. These caves are as follows, okay? Dark gray caves are endangered dens. Endangered dens are going to be monsters that are not part of the locale, but they can end up being part of the things that you are able to get after a little bit of grinding, okay? Basically, endangered dens are going to be things that you need to focus on once you've kind of progressed into the game a little bit and you are trying to build up the habitat population, okay? The next type of den is going to just be a generic monster den. Monster dens are as follows. In the area that you're in, the locale, you are going to have certain types. You can see what locale you're in based off of the top left, and you'll get a little thing on your screen when you move into it. You can see over here, this is Sun Petal Plains, the Broadleaf Basin, Mirror Lake, and then up here, the Blightstone Woods. Each of these is going to have a different set of monsters in them. Once you unlock Habitat Restoration, you'll be able to see it a lot more fluently and a lot easier. But that is a completely different video, okay? The next type of den is a rare den. Azuria rare dens, or any of the rare dens, for example, they provide you with higher potency eggs. Higher potency eggs means better skills, better stats. That's all you need to know. They are essentially a way to streamline getting better monsties. Next up is the super rare den, which has the highest chance for the insanely good monsties. These are the creme de la creme, the best of the best, okay? Typically, you want to be looking out for the super rare dens and the rare dens. Rare dens, super rare, they are the best by far, but you do have a chance to get the highest potency eggs in any sort of cave. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we are going to go explore right over here to this cave. Now, down here, once you walk in, you can see that there is going to be something specific, okay? There is a monster, there is a nest, and there is things to collect. Collecting everything in it gives you XP, which is really nice. Every little thing that you grab ends up giving you a little extra boost, okay? Next up, you have your actual eggs. You can see here, it was a regular den. We ended up getting a very potent pink Rathian egg. That's okay. It's not what I'm going for, and it may not be what you're going for either. The way to end up bypassing this, just pick up another egg. You got the exact same one. That sucks. Just pick up another. Rudy will sit there and tell you what is going on, okay? It's a very potent pink Rathian egg. I'm getting a bad feeling we may want to hurry. This is a warning basically stating, hey, you have been in here for a little while. The monster is likely to wake up and come after you here soon. It's a very potent Ursula egg. I'm getting a bad feeling. This is his last warning, being like, "Hey, you're in trouble. We're out of time." What happens now is there's a chance the monster wakes up. We got the Dread Queen Rathian egg that I was going for, but in turn the monster has awakened. What happens now is the monster awakens and comes chasing after you. It does roar, and there is a chance that you can get away in time, just like I did there. If you do not get away, you get stuck in a fight. If you get stuck in a fight, at least make sure that your back is not turned to the monster. Turn around and face it. If your back is to it when it goes after you, it can and it will get a preemptive strike, and that is not a good thing, okay? So, you might be asking yourself, what in the world did you just do? How'd you teleport here? Well, what you need to know, each of the camps that you set up after beating the Pharaoh monsters in the area allow you to teleport, okay? Once you beat it, you can teleport to that area, and it's very, very simple. The other thing to look for is these catavan stands. These are your save points, okay? These are going to allow you to change the day-night cycle. These are going to allow you to fast travel, and they're going to allow you to save your progress in the middle of a hunt, okay? So, what you need to do to get these camps set up, you need to beat the Pharaoh monsters. The Pharaoh monster here, if you want spoilers, is Pharaoh Brachydios, okay? In the Mirror Lake, it is Pharaoh Nursilla. As far as the Sun Petal Plains and the Broadleaf Basin, I honestly don't remember because I was able to do both of those relatively easily in the demo. I think it's a Palumu and something else, but I can't remember. Basically, to unlock the camps, you need to beat those monsters. Once you have beaten those monsters, you will have the ability to do habit restoration in those areas. You cannot do it until you beat them. Okay? But, back to the actual caves. You can see that I have a super rare den. I am nicknaming these Pearlescents. Now, the reason I'm nicknaming them Pearlescents is because it sounds cooler than super rare. Truth be told. You can see here, I have got all kinds of monsters just around me. Very easy to deal with, but not something I want to mess with right now. Basically, what happens is when you are in and you are playing the game, you are going to have a day and a night cycle. When you are in the night cycle, you will find different monsters. With those monsters, you are going to find out that they are much, much tougher. Because they are tougher, they will showcase that to you with the red monster icon over their head. Okay? So, if it is red over their head, it is going to be a tough fight. It is not going to be something that the game necessarily thinks you should be able to do. How about that? So, because we went into the super rare den, we were triggered by Rudy that there are barrel felines here. Barrel felines aren't too bad. Basically, they are just a monster that drop a ton of different items for you. The best way to deal with these guys is to have Cora on your team. And I'm going to go ahead and showcase why. Cora is insanely good at dealing with these guys, and I love it because she has this ability. Yeah, that's it. You get a ton of extra items, things like trap tools. You will get all kinds of different information. And ironically enough, as we were talking about the map, we get this. That is very, very interesting. That is not something that I was expecting to discuss in the map portion, but I guess we are. So, we're going to go ahead and... I don't want an Ursula egg, that's for sure. We're going to go ahead and pick up this highly potent Ivory Lagiacrus egg. Really glad that I couldn't pick up any more after that one. Not the Ursula, that would not have been fun. Basically, what just happened was I have done enough battling and exploring in the middle of the night. Okay? What happens now is you trigger an event. Okay? This event is going to be Calamitous. If you don't know what's about to happen and you don't want to be spoiled, skip ahead. I'll put something in the comments or in the video right now. I'll throw it up on the screen. Now, what you guys might not know is the fact that if you start exploring at nighttime, you will run into the Calamitous Elder Dragons. Now, earlier in the video, you saw me go against the ones in the second locale, but to avoid spoilers, this is against the first one. This is in Azuria, before you transition into the next part of the game. This is something that you can end up doing the entire time. In fact, it's what I did in the base game of the demo. Now, what is going to happen is you're going to explore in the evening. While you were exploring in the evening, what is going to happen is you're slowly just going to be progressing, whether it's egg hunts, fighting, maybe you're trying to farm the caves, trying to get items, whatever it may be. You will get an overarching world event, essentially, saying that there is something going on. When that triggers, it is going to be an Elder Dragon. A Calamitous Elder Dragon, to be exact, is what the game calls it. These are not something that typically you are going to beat right now. You are still very low level. In fact, I'm still only low 40s, early, or late 39, 30-ish. Namiel is level 75. I'm not going to win very easily. That's just not going to happen. I'm sure there's people that can do it. I'm not that guy. Neither are you. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. So, how you might be asking, do you get to take advantage of fighting Namiel, and what is the point in fighting any of these Elder Dragons when you can't beat them? Well, I'm going to show you. Basically what happens is you fight it out. While you are sitting there fighting it out like I am right now, you can see in the background, you're going to get absolutely mollywopped. There's no stopping it. But what does happen is you get to take full advantage of its gear, okay? What I mean by that is when you actually finish the fight, whether you win or lose, most notably you will be losing, you get the items that they drop. So you can see here, Korra's getting focused. They're gonna go down. We'll keep fighting. We'll see what we can do. We'll do this and this. Nami Torrent. This is an AoE, I believe. Yeah, so just like that, we have been taken out. There's no winning. I mean, I was taking like 800 damage. I only have like 350-ish health. There's no way. Rudy tells you, we will regroup. And then you see that little bit glowing in the wall. What this is this is an item left by the monster. Meaning, what you can do is you can collect it. You can take it straight to one of your camps. Just like this. While you are at one of your camps, oh, I clicked the wrong button, you can talk to the vendor. Once you talk to the vendor, you can see, we'll exchange for different items. We'll go for a weapon. Let's go great swords. I know there's a long sword, so let's look for the long sword. You can see here, right? There's a long sword somewhere. There it is. The Namiel longsword. I didn't win. I didn't beat it, but I am able to craft it. The reason I'm able to craft it is because I have Namiel hide. Unlike previous Monster Hunter games and other installations of the series, you need multiple parts to be able to complete it. What you need in Monster Hunter Stories 3 is just the parts themselves, because each of them has a certain point value. With those point values are going to allow you to craft things easily without actually having to farm specific parts. If you needed a wing, for example, or a tail, in other games you would need to chop off the tail or break the wings. In this case, these two items that I have not seen yet are undisclosed. They give us more points, meaning they go a little further, but because I have 3, I can use all 3, I can click deliver, and I can equip, and use the new weapon without actually having to beat an Elder Dragon. That being said, good luck. There's a lot of different areas that you can go to, so you need to be paying attention to what is available when it's available, because if you end up losing or if you end up progressing something too far in the story, you may not end up getting what it is that you're going for. As far as anything else on the map, if you guys have questions, make sure you put them in the YouTube comments. If you see me streaming, you can come and ask there, or you can join the Discord and ask there as well. That is going to do it for today's video, though. Thank you guys all for coming and watching. Thank you all for hanging out. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see all of you in the next one. Farewell.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play